Hello and welcome back to Alpha Seduction Systems. I'm Jack McLean, your host, the greatest English PUA in the world. Now, bit of a different video today. I'm here to talk about the current world situation and how it may drastically change the lives of PUAs. Now, I don't usually use this channel to talk about political matters, conspiracy theories, and the such. This channel is dedicated to PUA. However, the current world situation does seem to be look like it's taking and going to take a drastic toll on the lifestyle of a PUA, because PUA is a lifestyle that has been enjoyed and practiced by men for thousands of years. And in the recent years, especially the last year or two with the COVID-19 situation and lockdowns and all of this social distancing, of course it seems to be look like it's shutting down the very lifestyle we strive to create and live by. Especially just recently, with the current arrest of a police officer for the suspected kidnap and murder of an innocent woman, God bless her soul, Sarah Edgard, I believe her name is. She was, in Britain, she went missing a number of years ago, and recently her body was found. Terrible situation. Her body was found and identified, and the man in question happened to be a police officer, the man who suspected of murdering her. Now, this sparked an uproar among mainly the feminist community. Nothing wrong with feminism. However, what the feminists said, one of the feminists who worked in government, she made a remark saying that all men ought to be curfewed at 6 p.m. Hold on, did we hear that correctly? Yes. All men, and this was talked about in government, okay, all men should be curfewed at 6 p.m. Now, I don't know about you, but this seems highly extreme. Okay, of course, it's terrible. Women feeling unsafe at night. This is a serious issue that should be addressed in government. However, to say that all men should be curfewed at 6 p.m, I'm not sure if she was joking. I believe she said it more as to spark talk and, get people really talking, as it saying it in almost sarcastically, like, do we have to resort to this, all men being curfewed at 6 p.m. because of the situation supposedly being so bad and lives of women under apparent so much threat at night. Now, of course, I respect women, I respect feminists, that's their way of life. Like my way of life is the way of a PUA. Their way of life is the way of a feminist. Now, currently, with all this going on, lockdowns, social distancing, and now to come out and say 6 p.m. curfew, this sparked a massive, almost riots, protests going on, where women were saying how they don't feel safe and men are a threat to them. And what this whole situation seems to be doing, we seem to be moving in a direction of almost dehumanization. We're asked and told to social distance ourselves from people. Big tech companies are coming out with more of these dating apps, trying to take away the natural PUA inside of us to go out and meet people and interact and do approaches. They're now trying to stop us from doing this and move towards a apparent more safer way of online dating. Nothing wrong with online dating. I use it myself sometimes. However, I don't really agree with it. As a true PUA, you should be using natural game, going out, talking to people, meeting people in real life, rather than these internet applications. Now, the very lifestyle of PUA right now is under great threat, guys. Great threat. So we must be more careful than ever. You see, the traditional way of approaching women right now is very difficult. Half of them are all wearing masks, so you can't even see any beautiful women on the street anyway, to be honest. I go down the shop, I'm going down later. I'll try and get some videos of me doing some approaches. But like I've said I was going to, but right now, literally, they're all wearing these stupid masks on their face. Ridiculous. You can't even see people's faces anymore, guys. You cannot even judge people's how they feel inside because they're wearing these silly masks. With all this talk about safety of women, the very approaching women in itself could possibly be banned and be charged as a harassment offence, to go up to a stranger and say, "Hey, how are you doing? You're looking very pretty today," and spark up a conversation using direct approaches. This could be banned due to this whole situation. Now, this whole COVID-19 business, I mean, I don't know your thoughts on it, but personally, I think the world is moving in a very dangerous direction. A direction of dehumanization, a direction where when the AI, the artificial intelligence, takes over, we will no longer, we will lose complete connection with our spirituality, with our humanization. Everyone will be at home in their little bubbles, safe from any virus or any danger. CCTV everywhere to watch us, microchips in our body to track us, and cash taken away so that we can use digital currency, so they can tighten control over our lives. But do not threat people. You see, we're pickup artists. We are masters of our own reality, masters of our own situation. So what can we do currently where things could get out of hand, out of control, and I could get arrested for doing an approach? Well, one thing we could move to, should things get bad, is using more indirect approach. And I talk about this in my day game video. You can look up that. I may put a link in the description below. Day game. So if we are banned from leaving the house after 6 p.m, well, not to worry, we can do day game, because night game may be banned altogether. We can do day game and use indirect approaching rather than the more traditional masculine direct approach of just putting your intentions right out there. We can use indirect. First of all, we need to be more smarter at all times about how we approach and how we judge before we judge the woman's frame. Because if we go into an approach direct, uninvited, and the woman feels threatened, she could all of a sudden call the cops and you're arrested for harassment. So you've got to be much more careful how you approach. You know, give her a wink or something mild. See how she feels before we approach. Let's be invited in. Then be careful with our interactions. Do indirect. Hey, I was just looking for a local juice bar. Do you mind showing me where one is? Bit of a joke there. Maybe she'll catch on and you can go on a little instant date right there. But things such as Keno, this could be very dangerous now. You know, the traditional art of touch to build sexual rapport with a woman. So if I'm in an interaction with a woman, I may just slightly touch her. Hey, touch her on the shoulder, just to build more of a connection. But this could be dangerous. You know, even very hugging a woman after the interactions, you've got her number now, hey, give me a hug. Oh, no, this could be very, very dangerous. If you're dealing with a feminist here, she could see that as an insult of you trying to grope her or feel your chest, touching her chest, and think that, oh no, he's a sexual predator, and call the police on you. And you're gonna get done for sexual harassment because she could say it wasn't invited and she felt threatened and forced to hug you or something crazy. You know? So all these things are coming out the woodwork now, guys. But this is the age of Aquarius, the age of the awakening. So we must awaken our minds to the current situations, adapt and overcome. Now, I'm sure it will all blow over, all these things. I'm sure it will all just blow over and it will be fine. And I mean, it's crazy. They'll never curfew men after 6 p.m. You know, police wouldn't want to enforce that. The men in government, you know, well, they're all 90% of them are men anyway. So what? They're going to curfew themselves and say, no, I'm not going out to the pub now with my friends on a Friday night just because of a very small minority of crazy, horrible, sadistic people who do commit these heinous crimes against women. But we just must be careful. We must learn more than ever now to respect women. Have even, you know, I dare say more respect, because you should have a whole load of respect for women, all women, men and women in your life. But now it's ever more important to be aware of that. Don't get too much on your high horse, okay? Because we're living in a dangerous time. This is a time, of course, throughout history, men has been the most dominant genre in life. That's normal. We still are. It's a male-dominated society. This doesn't mean in any way of inequality or anything. No. All it means is, okay, most men are soldiers. Most men are warriors, builders, for example, this is just normal. Men and women both play their roles in society like yin and yang. Together, you must have that balance. Okay? Now, it doesn't mean that women are any less. There's many things women do far better than men. Many things men do far better than women. We're all together in this world that God has created and given us. We must all share love and peace and harmony together and learn and grow in life. Not try to shut each other down and go, and place the blame on people and other cultures or genders. So it's a dangerous time right now, guys. But I just want you to all, like I said about in a previous video, using the pandemic to your advantage. A lot of people, they're under a lot of stress right now due to lockdowns and things going on and confusion and distrust. It is a very interesting time to be alive. A great time, entertaining time. But just be aware now more than ever. Do not let things take over your mind. Meditate. Let go. And I promise you, everything will be okay. So yes, there we go, guys. Just a little video of thought-provoking stuff, Maybe I'll do some more videos more like this. If you'd like to hear, please drop a comment down below. What are your thoughts about the PUA, under threat, the lifestyle of PUA under threat? And maybe we'll have some more discussions about this. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. Please like and subscribe. As always, of course, I will be doing more competition prize giveaways. You yourself I forget your name, you won one of the competitions before, don't worry. You will be getting your £50. I haven't forgot about you. So we're just going to be doing more competitions. So as always, please like and subscribe. Drop your comments down below. And as always, stay alpha.